Thank you. We'll start with the invocation.
Yes.
Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty,
the only being, united with all illuminated souls, who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance.
Welcome, very dear friends on the path. It is so interesting to read in the teachings of Hazrat Inayat how closely the subject called moral culture is related to specific relationships, such as relations between partners, of course, relations with children, which is more difficult, relations with close family members, which is not always easy, relations with distant relatives, which is sometimes easier, relations,
Yes.
true friends, I underline true friends. There's a difference between true friends and relations with acquaintances. Acquaintances are not necessarily true friends. Relations with strangers, not very easy, not always. Relations with persons in higher functions. Well, we all know that there's always somebody above us and somebody below us. So who is really in the higher function? We ourselves, when we have to do with somebody who's below us. So it's really very paradoxical. Relations with disagreeable opponents.
Yes.
I don't think there are agreeable opponents, do you?
No. But they make us grow.
And then, of course, relations with the God ideal, which, of course, everybody understands in a different way. Each one understands it in their own way. Having heard this, we must understand that our relationships are very diversified with all types of people. And each relationship is quite different. All these various levels of relationship, Hazrat Inayat continually emphasizes the importance of holding to basic qualities, which is the only way we can get along with everybody, if at all. And what are those qualities? Kindness. It's so easy to say. Are we always kind? Consideration. Are we always considerate? Are we considerate to our partner? Are we considerate to our children? Are we considerate to the strangers, to the acquaintances, to our friends, to people in a higher position? Are we considerate to disagreeable opponents? Forgiveness. We all know the words of Jesus Christ who said, "Forgive them, they do not know what they are doing." they wouldn't do it if they realized what they are doing. One can only forgive if one realizes that the person who has harmed one does not realize what was really done. Beneficence and reciprocity, but reciprocity not with the negative things, but with the positive things. I mean, I know there's a religion where it just said eye for eye.
Yes.
Well, all right. I won't comment on that. But when I'm saying reciprocity, it refers to only reciprocity of positive things, positive words, positive commitments. Having understanding for the opinion of others, that doesn't mean to adopt their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And how can we expect for others to have an understanding or patience with our opinion if we do not have patience with the opinion of others? But again, it doesn't mean that we must just sit there and believe or any nonsense that others come up with.
Right.
But at least let them talk out their nonsense.
That's right.
Yes. Now there are other points of very great importance, which sounds senseless, and yet it is one of the most important things on the spiritual path. And that is avoiding all tendencies of self-pretense.
Yes.
You know,
All tendencies of self-pretense.
there's that French proverb which says, "Ce n'est pas l'habit qui fait le prêtre." I don't know if you know what that means. If you don't, it's okay.
Well, you translate for us.
Perhaps just as well. And then, of course,
Live and let live.
you know, Hazrat Nathan always said to us as children, the only real way to get along with everybody is to talk to each one in their own tone. He said, of course, in their own language, but he meant in their own tone. And then he added, if a king visits a beggar in his hut and he can't put himself down at the level of the beggar, he is not worthy of being a king. And he added, if a beggar has the opportunity to be received in the palace of the king and does not act in the way that corresponds to what is expected in the palace, he is not worthy of that invitation. It's a very difficult thought, but it is just as simple as it is. It's, I think, one of the greatest lessons in life. Of course, it doesn't mean that if you're with vulgar people, you just go about and say bad words with them. That's not what it means. But what it means is to just be in harmony with the tone of the language with which, of the person with which one is talking.
Yes.
I don't know if this makes sense, but
Yes, it does.
just as simple as it is, it's a great secret. The one, or the many, practice these great principles, securing thereby harmonious relationships with everybody, from the lowest social standard to the highest. The one who can be constantly conscious of the way of the behavior which is expected in all relationships, that one is the holder of a golden key, the key of happiness. That is the secret of happiness. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We love you.
So happy. Yes, Aziza wants to just say hello to you.
Oh, Dad said I have to say hello to you.
Hello.
Pressing from my whole heart now. All the best, and also have a wonderful Christmas time.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Start in the new year that brings then happiness and all other things.
Yes. Happy Christmas and
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas and Happy New Year. We love you.
Be well.
Mwah. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
We love you.